Hello, hello. So day 16 of Moon 1. It's a pretty quick one today. So yesterday was long. That was a good 20 minutes plus. I think this is going to be about hopefully about 5 minutes. So, because I'm running late for work. Okay, so day 16 of Moon 1. My name's Ollie. This is Red Sun Horizons. I am an Eastern Physiotherapies practitioner from the south of England. We are going through the Lunar Tao, going through Taoist traditions, day by day from day 1 of Moon 1 all the way through to the final day of Moon 13. Okay, so the Lunar Tao by Denming Dao is what I'm using as the main prompt for this because it's already structured in that sense, and then I kind of expand on things with an excerpt from the Tao Te Ching itself, and often things like sound therapy crystals, things that are in my wheelhouse, things that I've experienced, etc., and practiced through Taoist practices such as acupuncture, acupressure, and Tao Yin, Qigong, etc. Okay, and martial arts and Tai Chi. Okay, so the title for today is called Who's Guarding? So this is the only real sort of notable thing for day 16, whereas day 15 yesterday was a big day. Obviously it was a full moon, as it is, but it was also the Lantern Festival. And it was kind of the end of that kind of first 2 weeks of celebrating the New Year, the Chinese New Year. Okay, so who's guarding? Because today is the celebration of the door gods. So 2 gods, or rather 3 gods eventually, that are on the doors of houses, and this is why. So the story harkens back to the Tang Emperor Taizong, who lived from 599 to 649. So he was 50 years old. Okay, so he was ill and could not sleep because he heard demons, or rather, he died at 50 years old. Okay, so the Emperor Taizong, 599 to 649, who was ill and could not sleep because he heard demons. Generals Qin and Yu Qi stood guard outside his door, and the dreams went away. Even after the ruler recovered, the generals maintained their post every night. Finally, to spare their constant vigil, the emperor had their images painted and posted in their stead. That seemed to help until the demons returned. Then Minister Wei Jing volunteered to guard the single back door, and the emperor recovered for good. Thus, one will often see images of these 3 guarding the front and rear doors. Okay, and then that's the story itself, but a little expansion on that obviously is, yes, so how can guardians stationed at the door protect us from what has already reached the inner chamber? So obviously the demons were in his dreams in that sense. And Qin Shubao and Yu Qi Jingde never found any attackers, and yet the emperor still recovered from their presence. The problem was internal, and the solution was internal. Our struggles are inside us, and so are the remedies. Yes, so again, kind of going back to what I think I did a lot on yesterday, was shadow work and inner work and everything else. Very much the same process, same concepts obviously, and yeah. So very quickly, I'm just going to read number 6 from the Tao Te Ching, because it's in line in the sense of, our truth, our world is what we create within our world, because we are all co-creators of the world, but especially creators of our own world and inhibitions. Okay, so the Tao is called the Great Mother, empty yet inexhaustible. It gives birth to infinite worlds. It is always present within you. You can use it any way you want. So, one of the shortest excerpts from the Tao Te Ching, and this is going to be pretty much so far my shortest post. So I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you tomorrow.